Alright, it's Thursday, June 28th, and this is a video I'm making for the various people that have expressed interest in possibly renting my house at 1239 Old Sackville Road, Middle Sackville. So this is just standing at the end of the driveway, just to give the lay of the land. We've got the school right here, Sackville Heights Elementary School. And this would be the Old Sackville Road, and right there would be the Lucasville Road at the intersection. You can go right and go to the South Shore quite easily. And it's easy to get to the airport. I'm a business traveler, so hence the reason I chose this location about 22 years ago was its close proximity to the highway systems and the lack of traffic downtown, so on and so forth. That's the Sackville United Baptist Church, which is the second oldest church, Baptist church in all of Nova Scotia. It's been there since the late 1700s. Very historic. My father is buried right over there, actually, and but I'll be maintaining that myself, or have someone maintain that in my absence. Big parking lot there that can be utilized. That's the mailboxes right there that the tenant will use. So we're lucky in that regard. I'm lucky in that regard that the mailboxes are very close to my house. So one of the reasons I've called this house secluded is that, again, I have a church across the street, a school next door, and beside the school is a soccer field which runs right behind my house. Can't really see it now with all the trees growing in, but so I've got a lot of privacy here, and I'm hoping to find a tenant that will certainly appreciate that and be able to utilize that aspect of the property. So this driveway is shared. I have a tenant next door, which I'll show you in a minute, and she parks her car generally right there. And so there's plenty of room for 2 or 3 cars, whatever, 4 cars even, I suppose, if need be. That is a shed that is for my motorcycle. I'm just going on a trip down to the United States, and I'm pretty much all loaded up to go. But that shed will be cleaned out and used. The tenant will have that for storage or for keeping their lawn equipment, so on and so forth. So again, that's the house next door. It's pretty close, and I can't sell the 2 houses separately. I can rent them, no problem. But that'll give you an idea how close they are. So good neighborly relations will be expected. Hi, Stephanie. I'm making a video, actually. There's one of my neighbor's friends going by, Stephanie. And so there's the flower gardens out front, which again I'm hoping that somebody will take some interest in. And this is the front yard, essentially. And again, the 2 different tenants will look after their own groundskeeping, which I think will probably be. I'll probably set it up so maybe these 3 trees will be where the tenant for this house will mow, and then this part onward. So it's not all that big. It would be reduced for the tenant for 1241. So you can see about probably 25 feet between the 2 houses, and that's that. So again, this is the house itself. That trailer will be gone. Will be taken out of there and put somewhere. And that would be the composter for this house. And this is the backyard. So there is a fire pit here. It's not really legal to have it there, that close to the house, so I might have to stipulate something in the lease with regards to that, but I'll certainly leave it here if you want to buy one, if the tenant wants to buy one of their own. Backyard needs a bit of mowing. That's the deck that would be fully utilized by the tenant for this property. It's about 300 square feet. Really well constructed deck. You can see it's on sonotubes and 6x6s, I guess. They wanted to put smaller ones, but I didn't like that. There's a tree growing right up through it, as you can see. My canoe kayak, that's the entrance into the basement right there, which was the entrance that I'll be using very, very few times, once or twice a year that I might need to stay here to do regular maintenance and my annual canoe trip. And that's the back, the garden, the vegetable garden. By the way, I have blackberries all that ring the property right around. If you look in the back, all those white blossoms there, those are all blackberry blossoms. So every year I have enough blackberries that I could never eat them. Me nor my neighbors could ever eat them all. That is, again, the tenant's house next door. So again, good. They have a deck. She's got her own deck. The tenant here would have a much bigger one. And so that's about it out back. So garden's coming really good this year. Backyard needs to be mowed a little bit, but I think that I'll get at that sometime today. So I'll go in through the front door. Harley country, that could stay or go, whichever. And again, keep in mind that the house will be cleaned out and ready for the tenant's furniture. So, living room, it's all combined. When I first bought the house, that was a bedroom right here. I had a contractor come in and put in an engineered beam right there and open it all up, and it's really made a whole huge difference with the house, bringing in so much more light. And it's a very cozy spot. I have a lot of plants, as you might see. That's the kitchen. Fridge and stove are almost brand new. The fridge is quite big, actually. It's way bigger than I need for one person, but it'd be perfect for a family. Lots of plants. There's a few, and again, there's some furniture that could stay if it makes sense for the new tenant. That's fine with me. Bathroom's very basic. It is what it is. Shower, bathroom, toilet, sink, vanity. That's about it. I have no plans to do any renovations to the bathroom. Just clean it up, and the new tenant's going to have to live with it as it is. This is the spare bedroom, full of stuff right now. It's not a very big bedroom. I haven't really measured it up, but you know, it's plenty big for, you know, for one person or a child or whatever. And painting in there is actually fairly good. It's not, that probably doesn't have to be done. This is the master bedroom, a little bit bigger, quite a little bigger than the other one. And nice little closets. Both bedrooms have closets. And you know, I will say that the walls could use a wash for sure. I don't know if they're going to need painting or not, but I don't think that I'm going to commit to washing the walls. That's something that the new tenant will do if they want to, and not do if they don't want to. The deck is, again, 300 square feet. Very, very sturdy. This umbrella, I don't think I would want to leave that. They're really hard to find and very expensive, so I would probably want to put that away for myself, although I would probably sell it if the tenant wanted to. That's a cat house for my cat, which is going with me, and that cat house we put away somewhere. Lots of room for the barbecue, and the tree growing up through, the birch tree, by the way, which just provides all natural shade on the deck. And I'm just going to show you the basement, and again, this is the basement that I'll be storing my stuff in. And you know, it's a pretty good little basement. I mean, it is partly finished. This is where I would be storing most of my stuff. In here, it's a nice rec room, but as you can see, I don't really use it much. And this will be where I'd be storing all my gear and possibly sleeping once or twice a year. So we're gonna have to get to know each other and get along and trust each other, I guess. Bathroom, spare bathroom here, where the washer and dryer are. I need new taps right here. That's why all this stuff is happening. And I'm going to get those taps replaced. And I got a bunch of little stuff, excuse me, to do before the new tenant moves in. Washer is fairly new. Dryer is getting old, but works fine. I won't be maintaining the appliances. I'm going to supply the appliances. I'm not giving them to anybody, but supplying them with the house. But any maintenance on the appliances will have to be done by the tenant themselves. And this is a third bedroom actually, but again, this will be full of my stuff, and it's already pretty much full of my stuff, and that will be remaining as part of what is really, you know, again, if it's not completely full of stuff and the new tenant has company and they need to use that bedroom, that's fine. But what I'm really committing to is really just the 1,100 square feet upstairs. Somebody asked about storage. I mean, I do have a very, this is a working workshop. It's dirty right now, or not dirty, but just cluttered. I know one of the people that was interested in the property has some sort of a hobby, so we could probably work something out where the tools and everything could stay. and they could utilize the tools and all that kind of stuff, as long as they don't sell them or whatever, and even if they break down, that's not a big deal to me. There's 2 air conditioners here, by the way, which I may or may not sell, but they could be. There's a really nice one right there that I have installed in the property, and it does come in handy sometimes in July and August when things are really, really hot. So that's about it. There's the exit, and that's how you get out of the house. And again, just to reassure the prospective tenant that I certainly wouldn't be dropping in, you know, in the spur of the moment and disrupting your privacy. This would be something that when I would stay here, I would be, and again, I'd be coming here primarily to benefit you probably, because I'm going to be here doing maintenance on the house. Not myself, but arranging it with a contractor. Have a water softener system. This property has its own. I have a well, a good well. It's a deep well. But the water in Sackville is notoriously hard, so I do have a water softener and a filter right there. Those filters need to be changed on occasion. I wouldn't be supplying the filters. The tenant will have to put them in themselves. They're $10 a piece, something like that. Last a few months. Brand new hot water heater, low environmentally efficient one, I should say, and it's a really good plumbing system there, so no worries with water. There's lots of water. However, both houses are supplied by the one well. So just to be completely transparent and honest, it is best if you don't try and get in the shower at the same time, because you will get a little bit of a flash of hot or cold water depending on what the other tenant's using. I grew up in a house like that with 2 bathrooms, so again, that's just something you have to live with, and you know, usually you get to know each other's patterns when you go to work and so on and so forth. So that's about it. I'm going away for 4 or 5 days down to the United States on the motorcycle, so I'm just going to send this out to everybody and let you digest that, and I'll let the emails roll in, and then we'll get to talk some turkey when I get back from New Hampshire. All right, David Crane, Bard on Bike, signing off.